A number of questions that are kind of centered on the question of this potential relationship between our two churches. So let me just kind of love the idea of our churches spending more time together. Speak a bit more about how you could see this happening. Another question, how can our churches collaborate? And what do you could imagine a timeline? Here's an interesting one. How do we know that this whole thing, being intentional about racial diversity with our two churches, et cetera, isn't going to fizzle out? Woodland Hills has done intentional panels like this before, but eventually fizzled out, leaving people like us disappointed and dismayed. Greg?
I call him my best friend. Shows how desperate I am. Well, look at that. That's where one of the things that we wanted to do. We could just have a service together. Hey, let's go worship together. But I can't think of another analogy than that's like having sex before marriage. It's putting the cart before the horse. What? We're all adults. Either we're all adults or we have kids who are too young to understand. Yeah. I just discerned that truth, man. Well, okay, you're celebrating. The analogy works. You're celebrating.
We get it.
Okay. It's like, no, go ahead. But yeah, so because that would be fun and nice, but it'd be kind of a veneer, and a lot of people go wait, whether they know it or not, but they're thinking, gosh, we're for reconciliation. And we thought there has to be, there's steps we have to take to earn the right to do that, just like with sex. So, we don't have a timeline, or I think we're going to be talking a lot more about this. But we talked about, the next step might be to invite folks on both our staffs to come together, and they build relationships. They, talk through the issues, maybe exchange worship teams, exchange pulpits, and just kind of start doing the one church thing. What's easy to let go of is when you have a celebration. We've done that before. You have a celebration, yay, all for reconciliation, or whatever. But then nothing happens after that because it takes work, it takes time, and so if we have buy-in on both, that's one of the reasons why I really believe that a white church, predominantly a white church, 78% white church, can't hope to make significant difference unless we are partnering with another. Have a white minority, and walk together with this. Because we always have the option of just going out. And he's going to kick my behind if we do that. And he's bigger than me, so he probably could, even though we're both pacifists. So, I think that this is one important thing that we've been missing.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's just the beginning of a journey, so I don't know really how to answer that question other than to say I do want to just start some steps with my team, with our board, and talk about what it could look like, because we also don't, we have our own sort of delicate level of relationships, within the congregation, trying to live out something. So for us, but we also believe that we can learn from you all and grow in some way. You've ahead of us in many ways, and there might be something that we can learn and grow from you guys, with you all. So but we're still at the place of exploring. But the last part of that question about sustainability, I'm that kind of a person. I don't like to quit stuff. I don't like to give up stuff. So,
no, I know that's true.
So the sustainable part is important for me too. So that's one of the questions that we will continue to be looking at.
Yep. Good. Mm-hmm.